What's going on, everybody? It's the France, and we are here for a special video. The top 10 of my favorite Raw moments over the last 25 years. I should say over the last, I don't know, 17 years or like 13 years or something like that. Something about 15, something like that, around 2003. And maybe a couple before that. Really wasn't able to watch Raw between the years 2001 and 2003. I mean 2003, but there are a couple of moments on here that I've seen on YouTube and I've seen on the network that I really enjoyed. So these are 10 of my favorite moments. There's just too many good moments over the years, in my opinion, that you can nail down an exact top 10 moments of all time. So out of these 10 that I have, only one made WWE's top 25. I have not seen 100 through 26, but the first one, of course, was the pipe bomb from CM Punk. He just got done having a match with John Cena, and he was leaving the company, quote unquote, leaving the company in a couple days due to contract. And he comes out, and we're going to actually listen to what Punk said, and he had come out with one of the best promos in a long time.
Listen to me. I want you to digest this, because before I leave in 3 weeks with your WWE Championship, I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. I don't hate you, John. I don't even dislike you. I do like you. I like you a hell of a lot more than I like most people in the back. I hate this idea that you're the best. Because you're not. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. There's one thing you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. You're as good as kissing Vince's ass as Hulk Hogan was. I don't know if you're as good as Dwayne, though. He's a pretty good ass kisser. Always was and still is. Oops, I'm breaking the fourth wall. I am the best wrestler in the world. I've been the best ever since day one when I walked into this company, and I've been vilified and hated since that day because Paul Heyman saw something in me that nobody else wanted to admit. That's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. You know who else was a Paul Heyman guy? Brock Lesnar. And he split just like I'm splitting, but the biggest difference between me and Brock is I'm going to leave with the WWE Championship. I've grabbed so many of Vincent K. McMahon's imaginary brass rings that it's finally dawned on me that they're just that. They're completely imaginary. The only thing that's real is me, and the fact that day in and day out for almost 6 years I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even at commentary. Nobody can touch me. And yet, no matter how many times I prove it, I'm not on your lovely little collector cups. I'm not on the cover of the program. I'm barely promoted. I don't get to be in movies. I'm certainly not on any crappy show on the USA Network. I'm not on the poster of WrestleMania. I'm not in the signature that's produced at the start of the show. I'm not on Conan O'Brien, I'm not on Jimmy Fallon, but the fact of the matter is I should be, and trust me, this isn't sour grapes, but the fact that Dwayne is in the main event of WrestleMania next year and I'm not makes me sick. Oh, and hey, let me get something straight. Those of you who are cheering me right now, you are just the biggest part of me leaving as anything else. Because you're the ones that are sipping out of those collector cups right now. You're the ones that buy those programs that my face isn't on the cover of, and then at 5 in the morning at the airport, you try to shove it in my face so you can get an autograph and try to sell it on eBay because you're too lazy to go get a real job. I'm leaving with the WWE Championship on July 17th, and hell, who knows, maybe I'll go defend it in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Maybe I'll go back to Ring of Honor. Hey, Colt Cabana, how you doing? The reason I'm leaving is you people, because after I'm gone, you're still gonna pour money into this company. I'm just a spoke on the wheel. The wheel's gonna keep turning, and I understand that. But Vince McMahon's gonna make money to spite himself. He's a millionaire who should be a billionaire. You know why he's not a billionaire? It's because he surrounds himself with glad-handing, nonsensical yes men like John Laurinaitis, who's going to tell him everything that he wants to hear. And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's dead, but the fact is, it's going to get taken over by his idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law and the rest of his stupid family. Let me tell you a personal story about Vince McMahon, all right? Can we do this whole bully camp?
And it's kind of funny with that moment. That was a great moment for Monday Night Raw, and I actually remember watching that live, sitting on the couch where I was living at the time, and just like, wow, he's just speaking truth. They let him get through all this stuff. I wanted to know what he was going to say with that bully campaign line, but then, of course, he went to Money in the Bank that year, won the WWE Championship, and left, quote unquote, left for about a week. He left for about a week. Then he came back, and I think they dropped the ball on that. I think they dropped the ball. With him saying he could have went back to Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, I think they should have let him do that for him to actually make it seem like he was actually gone. But no, they were like, well, we're just gonna make it seem like he's gone for a week, and then we rehired him. He actually signed a contract, as we know. But that was a really great moment, and one that, if you remember watching the top 25 video, top 25 for Monday Night Raw, it was number 2. That's the only one from their video, from their top 25 that I actually have on. Actually, no, I do have another one too. I have 2, that's right. But that was a great moment. Moving on here, number 2 on my list. We did have number 1. I'm going back and forth. Number 2 I have is Mark Henry's fake retirement from 6/17/2013, where he came out in this pink suit. He told us he was done, and he came out and was like, I'm done and everything, and the next thing you know, he wasn't actually. It was just great. We're going to hear from Mark here in a second.
John, I want you to stay. There's something I want to tell you. I want to tell the boys and the girls in the back. And all of y'all. In 2002, when this man right here came in, and he's doing an awesome job. I figured if y'all forget me, you would at least remember this coat.
Eating on the palm of his hands.
Y'all gonna have me out here crying all night. But John, at the rate that you're going to be the greatest WWE champion of all time. And if I had any regrets at all about my career, I've been world heavyweight champion, I've been ECW champion, I've been the strongest man in the world. I've had a lot of success. I mean, nothing like the success that John had, but I think I've done pretty good for myself. Which, thank you. Which leads me to the reason that I'm out here, to formally retire from the active roster of the WWE. Thank y'all. One more match from one of the better crowds that I've been in front of in the last 5 years.
That's the only championship Mark Henry has won.
A small town, Silsbee, Texas boy done proud. Also, John, I'm gonna give this back because this is something you gotta earn. Thank you. I got a chance to travel the world twice, 3 times, quadruple times over. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm doing enough crying for everybody. But I stand before you a proud man. I'm on the road close to 200 nights a year to my beautiful wife, Jana. I think you'll see more of me than you want to. And to my son, Jacob, who's a fanatical wrestling fan. Some of y'all seen him on Twitter. And my little girl, Joanna, oh, not Mae Young, dummy. To my little girl, Joanna, who cries when I leave home. Baby, I'm coming home.
Absolutely one of the best moments in Raw history. How that didn't make their top 25 is beyond me. He had everybody in the crowd. I'm getting and I believe he actually in a later interview also confirmed that he even had his family thinking he was going to retire that night. That was absolutely one of the best moments in Mark Henry's career, and one of the most missed opportunities that they actually had coming out of that, because instead of doing the right thing and giving him a chance and giving him the WWE champion for a month or two, they're like, nope, we're gonna have you do this whole fake retirement, the best segment you've ever done and the best segment he's ever done since, and we're just gonna squander it by giving John Cena the win. And they could have did so much better for that, but it was definitely one of the best moments in Raw history. How that didn't make top 25, it's beyond me. Then we have what was, I believe, one of their higher up, I think it was like, what, 24, 23 or something, Jeff Hardy swantoning 30 feet onto Randy Orton from 114.08 on their way to, I believe it's the Royal Rumble or wherever those guys were wrestling. It says 1-3, I guarantee that's not the right number. But this was a great moment. I was a crazy Jeff Hardy fan back in the day. I still am a fan of Jeff's. But I remember when he came back to WWE in 2008, and he was, or it was 2008, right? And he was just elevated to the top. They had the whole, wait, no, he came back in 2006, but this was later. He was elevated to the top after his run with Matt Hardy. Him and Randy Orton were in a feud over the WWE Championship.
For Randy Orton's WWE title. Watch out now. Oh, man, face bouncing off that metal. And now Orton in firm control of Jeff Hardy's destiny.
This was an absolute beautiful moment. Him and Randy Orton are battling up on the old Raw stage, you know, at a Ruthless Aggression era Raw stage, where they had the truss on the sides, and you had Jeff Hardy getting beat down. He does end up throwing him over, and then Jeff Hardy, as being Jeff Hardy, of course, climbs this truss, whatever these things are, this truss, 30 feet in the air. Like, I don't know who booked this, but this was a great moment, and this did deserve to make the top 25. It is one of my favorite moments of all time in WWE, and to have Jeff Hardy swanton like that, just like, the guy has no fear. I don't know where Jeff Hardy gets it from, but like, dude, like, he's just sitting up there and just leaps and just falls over. It's a great moment. It's a great visual. Yes, it was just a good moment. Definitely one of those good ones. Next one was awesome. It's Shelton Benjamin and HBK. The finish to the Shelton Benjamin HBK match from 5-2-05, where Shelton Benjamin gets his head kicked clean off by Shawn Michaels in one of the best Raw moments of all time, in my opinion. They were in the middle of a pretty good match here. Shawn Michaels throws Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin leaps over the ropes, stays there. Shawn Michaels gets back up, super kick to Shelton Benjamin, who's leaping from the ropes, and Shawn Michaels will get the pin. 1, 2, 3, in what was by far one of the best moments of the year, and was really a great moment for Shawn Michaels' later career. You don't see too many highlight moments on Monday Night Raw from Shawn Michaels, because by this time he was starting to be used less and less on Monday Night Raw as the years went by. He was more transitioning out. Then another moment I'm surprised, and I think a lot of people have forgotten about, HBK being like Triple H turning on Shawn Michaels in 2002 to set up their feud in 2002 in a really awesome moment where they bring back DX, supposedly bring back DX. Everyone's expecting DX to return. It's going to be a great night. HBK is going, it's like, oh my gosh, DX is back. Are you serious? And then Triple H pulls the wool out from everyone's eyes.
It's not just me, it's the fans too. Bischoff was right. What's the matter, Sean, huh? Is it because he told you what to...
It is. Oh, you know what? It didn't work. Hold on 1 second. Why am my volume not working here?
Oh my! You got that right. Oh my!
This was a really good moment. I actually wasn't there to see this moment. I actually seen this multiple times on YouTube, as well as on the network, because, you know, they have all that stuff on the network now.
Look who's back in town!
Triple H just being a good cerebral assassin.
Who were rebels before being a rebel was cool. Degeneration X. With that said, oh, here we go. That didn't take long, did it? Not long at all. These people remember DX. You're damn right. Are you ready? I don't know if we are or not, but we better get ready. I said, are you ready? We're ready. I don't know if Bishop is ready. Then, for the thousands in attendance, and for the millions watching at home,
And Shawn Michaels with his arms that look like he's about to do a crotch chop.
let's get ready to suck it! Oh, there he is! Wait a minute! What the hell? No!
And gets Triple H PK gets kicked in the gut, and Triple H pedigrees him. Taunting, bad mouth at him. I know exactly what he was saying. Looks like he's angry as can be. Great moment. Nobody, I don't know how many people actually in the crowd at this time saw it coming. Probably a lot of people, maybe not. But of course, this set up the nice feud going into SummerSlam, which would turn out to be HBK's first match back since his back injury, and ended up being a great feud and a great way to bring Shawn Michaels back. So, great moment. I don't know if it made the top 100, but that is definitely worthy of being a top moment in Raw history. Shawn Michaels, Triple H out there, and Shawn Michaels gets turned on. Triple H turns on Shawn Michaels with a fake DX reunion. Number 6, this one I'm really surprised did not make the top 25. And that's Bret Hart coming back after 12 years. How this didn't make the top 25 is beyond me. This was a great moment that should have been in that league of top 25. How people must have forgot. Bret Hart gone for 12 years, comes back.
Now, but you know, I've had a long time to think about things. It's been 12 years since I've been back in the WWE, and it's an amazing feeling. You know, for the last few years, I tried so many times to find a way to come back. But every time I tried to come back, Vince McMahon would always decline and tell me that it wasn't possible. But I just want to say that I'm grateful for this moment right now, to be here and to be able to talk to the WWE Universe. You know, the most important thing I gotta say right now.
I remember this name because this was also the night that TNA for the first time tried to go up against Monday Night Raw. And Monday Night Raw was like, well, we'll just bring Bret Hart back.
It's nice to be back. You know, I just want to say, this is a chance for me to say to all my fans all around the world, thank you so much for never letting me be forgotten. I owe everything that I am today, and I've been in my whole life, to the WWE Universe, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for carrying me in your hearts for all these years. Never to be forgotten. As I stand here right now, I feel myself flooded with
Millions of memories, great memories. In fact, I can remember being right here at the Nutter Center and winning the very first King of the Ring. One of my proudest moments and one of my proudest nights. As a matter of fact, I think I remember at the end of it that Jerry Lawler jumped me and, well, hey King, nice to see you.
Hitman.
Some things never change. Anyway, there's another reason why I'm here tonight, and I'm gonna get right to the point. I got 12 years of things that I've wanted to get off my chest, and the very first thing I want to do is I want to call back there and ask Shawn Michaels to come out here and see me face to face.
Whoa! Over.
And the
Shawn
handshake.
Michaels. I'll just call you Shawn. I think I'd like to take this opportunity right now to bury the hatchet with you and call for a truce.
First of all, Hitman, before you come out here and get your closure, there's something I've been waiting 12 years to say to you. The fact is, you deserved what happened 12 years ago in Montreal. You disrespected me, and you disrespected this business, and yes, I did have a hand in what Vince McMahon did that night.
The clip ends before they shake hands, but they do eventually shake hands. And of course, later in that night, Vince McMahon and him would have and Bret Hart would have a face-to-face, and everything looked like it was going to be all fine and good until, of course, Vince McMahon low blows Bret Hart to end the show. But a great moment that I'm really surprised did not make the top 25. If it's in the top 100, that would be I wouldn't be surprised. But if it's not in the top 100, that is a really great moment that needs to be seen. Then we have my number 7 moment, which is another CM Punk moment, which was great as well. We're talking about Raw 1000, the tail end of the match between John Cena and CM Punk for the WWE Championship. Out comes the Big Show for whatever reason. This made no sense to me why they did this, but they had John Cena and CM Punk. John Cena looked like he was about to win the WWE Championship. This was the year that John Cena won the Money in the Bank and said, I'm going to wrestle at Raw 1000. And then the Big Show comes out towards the end of the match and causes a DQ, costing John Cena his championship. Then you had The Rock come out, who earlier in the night, if I'm pretty sure, in a CM Punk promo, told CM Punk that it doesn't matter whether it's you, John Cena, or whoever else, I'm going to be wrestling the winner at the Royal Rumble. I'm going to be wrestling the champion at the Rumble.
Believe it! The most electrifying move in sports entertainment! CM Punk! CM Punk! What in the world? What are you doing?
He looks like he's running through the people's elbow. CM Punk's in the background, hitting up the player's line. Really cool moment here. CM Punk turns his back and we're pretty much just like, do this, I don't want to watch him very much, so I'm just going to take him to place what I should do, what should have been done a long time ago, and just take the luck out myself. He's ready to grab the Rock, he puts the Rock.
Can't believe what I'm seeing here. No! CM Punk's not done. CM Punk with Rock on his shoulders. CM Punk! Oh, with a go to sleep to the Rock!
Best moment, one of the better see, Raw 1000 was a lot more of what we'll see on Monday with just nostalgia after nostalgia after nostalgia. It would be surprising if we see much of the current roster because you're going to have so much going on with Raw 1000, with Raw 25. Yeah, CM Punk turning heel in 2012 was a great moment for everyone to see. Now, they had in the top 25 Eric Bischoff's first night on Monday Night Raw, which was a pretty cool moment. Nobody saw that coming at the time. But my favorite moment was his last day as general manager, in which he was fired by Vince McMahon. Wow, we can go full length, but I think I'm just going to go with this one. That's a little too long. So yeah, you had Eric Bischoff. We got an ad here. We had Eric Bischoff, who was coming to the tail end of his contract, I guess, and Vince McMahon was like, we were just going to end this the easy way. Really great moment. I remember this. This was so much fun.
Remain the general manager.
Of course, John Cena helped get him fired. This was, of course, back when John Cena was the most loved champion at the time. He wasn't as polarizing as he is nowadays. This was when John Cena was WWE champ, but John Cena was loved by everybody.
Well, I think the people here have summed up your career in 2 letters. F-U.
Well, all right, I think I will take it to the people. How many here would like to see the WWE Championship defended in an elimination chamber? Not bad, pretty convincing. I guess, Eric, what you say has merit. Therefore, at the next pay-per-view, New Year's Revolution, we will see the WWE title defended inside the Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
You will all see it. I will see it. Millions all over the world will see it. It's just unfortunate, Mr. Bischoff, that you won't. Eric Bischoff!
This new man just looks silly in that judge's outfit that he has
Take
on.
out the trash!
Oh, look at this! Right there, the champ!
You know from day one that he brought Eric Bischoff in, that Vince McMahon has been waiting to say those words to Eric Bischoff. This segment right here is probably just in the heart, in like Vince McMahon's old black heart. This one probably made him smile and made him have a little warm, fuzzy feeling in his heart, because he took Eric Bischoff, the guy who for years in WCW tried to take him out of business, and was to fire him and then pick him up and throw him into a literal dumpster. So Vince McMahon probably enjoyed this segment in 2005 more than anything else in that year, because it was taking out the trash of WCW that he had for a good while, and of course he gets into the truck himself and takes it away. Really good moment. Then the next moment, this one I'm surprised did not make the top 25 as well. Batista, thumbs down to Triple H and Evolution. This was a moment you saw coming though, but how it was going to happen, nobody did see. Like, basically the year before in 2004, this whole segment, you got to backtrack though, was made possible because the year before, in 2003 was the first year the Royal Rumble was brand split, and the winner went on to face, which I believe was Brock Lesnar, went on to face. Actually no, 2003. Yeah, 2003 I believe was Brock Lesnar, went on to face the WWE Champion. He didn't decide I was going to go wrestle the Raw. 2004, though, Chris Benoit wins the WWE, the Royal Rumble. And instead of going for the WWE Championship, which would have been, I believe, Brock Lesnar, he comes to Raw to take on Triple H in the World Heavyweight Champion. Fast forward 1 year and like a little bit over a year later, and you have Batista, who was the 2005 Rumble winner. And the only way this happened is because of what happened the year before. Batista has to make a decision. Will he go to SmackDown and face the WWE Champion, who was JBL at the time, or will he stay on Monday Night Raw and take Triple H on? Now, of course, before this moment happened, a week before, and like the week before, a limo almost runs over Batista. It was a white limo, had the bullhorns on it, had JBL's logo, so it was assumed that JBL or somebody driving JBL's limo was here to take out Dave Batista. Well, earlier in this night before this moment happened, Triple H with Ric Flair was discussing how they were trying to steer Batista close to SmackDown, and Batista, unknowingly to them, was outside, while Triple H was admitting to Ric Flair that he set this all up. So when everything was all said and done, you knew Batista was going to turn on Evolution, but this was what I can say a very, very good moment.
Please welcome.
Okay, yeah, so I don't want to. Let's see.
It could.
We have an ad here. Yeah, we have an ad here. Anyway, Batista turning on Triple H. Great moment. Trying to get it up to there, but you know how the advertisements work on YouTube. Definitely a moment. I'm surprised this didn't make the top 25 because this was a altering moment for WWE.
The world, we would answer to no one, man. Everything we ever dreamed of. Do you know how big that is? Think about it like this. It's 1986. The Four Horsemen are running wild. Ric Flair is the NWA champion. But what if Arn Anderson were the WWE champion, huh? They would have been unstoppable.
And of course, Triple H tries to butter up Batista to get him over to SmackDown.
Think about it like this.
So,
DX,
quote-unquote, Evolution can run both Raw and SmackDown, which in hindsight would have been a pretty cool idea had you not kicked out Randy Orton and you had both of them go somehow on SmackDown and both Triple H and Ric Flair on Raw. Or Ric Flair and Batista on SmackDown and Triple H and Randy Orton on Raw. But that's not how that
written
happened.
History. Do you see that, Dave? But it never happened. You and I have an opportunity to make history, and we owe it to ourselves.
I've known what I was going to do for a long time.
So Batista pretty much telling him he's going to SmackDown. He's pretty much telling them he's going. He has both contracts in his hand. He throws Raw's down. Has SmackDown's contract in his hand. They're throwing the thumbs up to him. He puts the thumbs up. He looks at the contract. He puts the thumbs up. Yeah, and then thumbs down. And he just lays out Triple H, beats down on Ric Flair, throws Ric Flair out of the ring. Takes off his sports coat, takes off his tie, takes off the shirt, takes off the dress shirt.
He's almost took Triple H's head off. And he's dumped H out of the ring. Wait a minute, what are you doing, Batista? What are you doing? Oh, God.
Crowd going completely crazy at this time. And then he takes Triple H up and he puts him through the table. Great moment. Awesome moment. It was a great coming out for Batista to get him out of Evolution. was going to happen anyway. That's the whole idea about a faction, is you build people up. You take the, like, Triple H and Ric Flair, and then you take who were there to nurture Batista and Randy Orton. They squandered Randy Orton by having him lose the world title to Triple H and just pretty much squander all that. And then Batista, they kind of did better. He signs the contract for Monday Night Raw. Throws the pen away, grabs the mic, and tells this.
Hunter, I'm staying right here on Raw. And at WrestleMania, I'm taking the World Championship from you.
And my 10th, and that was a great moment. So that's 9. Number 10, and none of these are in any particular order, which was a pretty good moment too, in my opinion, is the debut in 2003 of Bill Goldberg. I mean, why not? This has got to be in the top 100 moments. It has to be. Like, this guy, WCW's flag bearer for years, was Goldberg. And this guy comes into the WWE, which, of course, he did for a minute. They did use him right. They had him come in. He beat The Rock and all that good stuff. But this was his debut. Let's get him out here. He does pretty much a Jericho, only 10 times better, because Rock's in the ring, you know, cutting his typical Rock heelish promo. This was The Rock's last feud until, you know, Goldberg comes out. And they have a nice little stare around. They walk around the ring a little bit. Goldberg in his nice, cool-looking Harley Davidson jacket. Definitely a really cool moment. Definitely something that you can't, like, if you were there at the time, definitely good. Oh, how crowds have changed since then.
I believe this is happening on Rock Appreciation Night.
So, Rock,
You want to know who's next, eh?
Oh, no.
you're next.
What? Oh, that's so
Rock walks right into a spear. Rock walks right into a spear and gets cut in half. That was Goldberg's debut, number 10 of my 10 moments in Raw history that I found awesome and enjoyable and great to watch. Do you have your own Raw moments? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to find me on Twitter at TheFrauds. Make sure to find me on twitch.tv/TheFrauds08. And make sure to let me know what you think of those moments. I think that there are too many moments to actually nail down a definitive top 10. CM Punk's pipe bomb was great. The Swanton, the fake retirement, HBK being like Triple H turning on HBK, Goldberg's debut where he spears The Rock, Batista turning on Evolution, and there's so many more. We are going to see more moments this coming Monday, and of course they'll probably have a bunch of flashbacks like they always like to do for these big moments. But those were 10 of my favorite moments in WWE's Raw history. There are 25 years of moments. You could probably literally do 10 moments for every 5 years in some. Maybe even in the Attitude Era, you could probably do 10 moments for the year. And that would be a heck of a top 10. But that is going to be all for this video. Make sure to follow me on, like I said, follow me on Twitter at TheFrauds. Follow me on twitch.tv/TheFrauds08. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a comment in the section below on your top 10 or 10 moments you enjoyed from Monday Night Raw. And I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys.